My name is Brandon Harding, Director of Lifelong Learning at San Diego Oasis. Thank you so much for clicking on our video and checking out Fitness Palooza 2021. I hope you enjoy the demos and our amazing instructors. You can register for these classes and more anytime online at sandiegoasis.org. Thank you all once again.
For those of you that don't know me, my name is Russell Rowe. I am a self-employed certified personal trainer and group fitness instructor, and I've been certified since 1994. And I also have my master's degree in exercise physiology, and I've been teaching this Better Balance class here at Oasis for about 12 years now. And so the Better Balance class is structured so that we're going to do an easy light warm-up for about 5 minutes before the class, just to warm up your body. And then the bulk of the class is going to be balance training to help improve your balance. And it's going to be progressive. So we're going to start out with very easy balance exercises, and then they're going to get a little bit more challenging, but you can always stay with the easier exercises. You don't have to move on to the more challenging ones if they're too challenging for you. And then for the last 15 minutes of the class, we're going to do some leg strengthening and stretching exercises, because it's always helpful to have strong and flexible legs to catch yourself if you do happen to trip so that you don't fall. So everyone will need a sturdy chair, and what you're going to do is you're going to stand behind the back of the chair facing me, just like I am you, okay? And you can follow along with me in these exercises. Okay, so let me show you a little bit about what we're going to do for the balance section. So this is progressive. So we start out with the easiest exercises, and then we make them just a little bit more difficult as we go along. And you can always go back and do one of the previous exercises if any of the exercises that we do as we go along gets too difficult for you. So the one that I start with is with your feet side by side, just like this, touching each other side by side. And you always start out by holding onto the back of the chair so that you've got your balance and good support before you let go of the chair. Okay, now for this class, we're going to do 45-second balances. So each segment will be 45 seconds. But for demonstration purposes, because this is a shortened version, I'm going to do it for 30 seconds. Now, for some people, standing here with your feet together and letting go of the chair is not very difficult. So there are some things that you can do to make this a little bit more challenging for you if this is not difficult for you, because everyone has different ability with their balance. So one of the things that you can do if you're not holding onto the chair and you want to do this is you can move your arm forwards and backwards. Okay, that'll challenge your balance a little bit more. And of course, the more you move it and the faster you move it, the harder it is. You could also move your arm horizontally across your side. You could make figure eights or do anything you want with your arm. If that's still fairly easy, you could move your head to one side, or you could move your head to the other side. If that's still fairly easy, you could go back and forth. If that's still fairly easy, you could look up at the ceiling. If that's still fairly easy, you could tilt your head down to one side or to the other side, or you can go back and forth. And if that's still fairly easy, you could close your eyes, which makes it much more challenging because we use our eyes a lot for balance. And if that's still fairly easy, you can move your eyes, move your head, and move your arm at the same time. Okay, so hopefully something along those lines will challenge your balance. Okay, so let's do a practice run here. So we're going to go for 30 seconds here. So start by holding on the back of your chair, feet together, touching each other. And when I say go, try and let go of the chair. But keep your hand close to the chair just in case you lose your balance and you need to grab on quickly. Okay, ready and go. So try and let go of your chair. If you need to, you can touch the chair every once in a while to make sure it's still there or that you're close to it. But the main objective of this class is to not hold on to the chair so that you can actually improve your balance. Because if you're holding on to the chair, even with one finger, you're actually not going to help your balance that much. Okay, so try and let go of the chair. Now, if you're struggling to get your balance, focus on something immovable either on the ground in front of you or ahead of you on the wall, and really try and keep your body as steady as you possibly can. And of course, if this is easy for you, you can add in one of those things that I showed you before. You can move your arm, you can move your head, or you can close your eyes, or you can do those things in combination. Okay, that was 30 seconds. So the next exercise that we're going to do is where the leg closest to the chair is nice and stable, and the other toes are resting right by the side of that stable foot's heel. Again, hold on to the back of your chair. I'm going to say go, and we're going to go for 30 seconds. Ready, and go. So again, try and let go of your chair. If you're struggling to get your balance, focus on something immovable and keep your body as steady as you can. If this is easy for you, you can move your arm, or you can move your head. Or you can close your eyes, or you can move your head and your arm and keep your eyes closed. Okay, good, that's 30 seconds. So now you're going to switch your chair to the opposite side. If you had 2 chairs, you could actually not switch your chairs to each side. You could just use the other chair. But I only have 1 chair, so I'm going to switch my chair to the opposite side. Again, the leg closest to the chair is nice and stable, and the other toes are resting right by the side of that stable foot's heel. So whenever we're moving the feet, we're going to do both sides so that you get the balance on both sides. Okay, we're going to go for another 30 seconds. Ready, and go. So again, try and let go of your chair. Remember, that's the main objective. If you're struggling to get your balance, focus on something immovable and keep your body as steady as you possibly can. If this is even too difficult for you, you could go back and do the previous exercise. If this is easy for you, again, you can move your arm any way you want to. If that's still easy, you can move your head. If that's still easy, you can close your eyes. If you're going to add something in, like your arm movement or head movement or closing your eyes, make sure your hand is close to the chair, because whenever you move your arm or move your head or close your eyes, you are by default challenging your balance a little bit more. And if it happens to be more than you are ready for, you will want to grab onto your chair really quickly. So the next exercise we're going to do is where the leg closest to the chair is about 1 foot away from the chair, and then you're going to cross the other foot over that stable foot. Okay? Make sure you're holding onto the back of your chair, and we're going to go for another 30 seconds. Ready, and go. So again, try and let go of the chair. If you're struggling to get your balance, focus on something immovable and keep your body as steady as you can. If this is easy for you, you can move your arm, or you can move your head, or you can close your eyes. For this particular exercise, if you tilt your head, if you've got good balance and you want to try tilting your head, this is extra challenging because you actually have to catch yourself with your opposite foot. So normally I would catch myself with my left foot because my left foot is crossed over to my right. I have to catch myself with my right foot here. And likewise, same with the other side. Okay, that's 30 seconds. So now we're going to do the same on the other side. So switch your chair to the opposite side. Again, plant the leg closest to the chair, about 1 foot away from the chair, or 1.5 feet, and then cross that other foot over the chair, over the foot, and plant both feet on the floor if you can do that. And we're going to go for another 30 seconds. Ready? And go. So again, try and let go of your chair. Focus on something immovable if you need to do that, or you can move your arm or move your head. Close your eyes. So remember the sequences. This is easier than this, which is easier than this, which is easier than closing your eyes. And then of course, moving your arm, moving your head with your eyes closed is the most challenging. Alright, good, that's 30 seconds. Switch your chair back to the opposite side. So normally during class we would be going for 45 seconds. Okay, the next exercise is where the leg closest to the chair is in front of the front leg of the chair, and then the other leg is way back behind, preferably behind the back leg of the chair, but you don't have to get it that far if that's too hard for you. Now for this exercise, that back foot can be either off to the side, or that back foot can be directly in line with the front foot to make it much more difficult. Okay, so choose where you want to put your back foot. Try and get your back foot facing directly forwards, but if that's too hard for you, you can turn that foot sideways, which will make it much easier. Okay, so I'm going to try and do this with my legs in line here, and we're going to go for 30 seconds again. Ready, and go. So again, try and let go of the chair. If you're struggling to get your balance, focus on something movable, and keep your body steady. And if you can do this fairly easily, not that I can today, at least, you can move your arm, move your head, look up at the ceiling, try tilting your head. As you can see, this one's not so easy for me. Alright, good, that's 30 seconds. Come back up. Okay, now switch your chair to the opposite side. Again, the leg closest to the chair is in front of the front leg of the chair, and the other leg is way back behind. That back foot can be off to the side to make this exercise easier, or that back foot can be directly in line with your front foot to make this exercise harder. Try and get your back foot facing forwards if you can do that. If not, you can turn it sideways. Ready? And go. 30 seconds again. Again, try and let go of the chair. That's your main objective. And you can focus on something immovable, especially to get yourself started. Or if it's difficult, you can stay there. And if not, you can move your arm. Notice how I'm keeping my hand close to the chair all the time, and it's okay to touch your chair too if you need to, if you start to lose your balance like I just did. And you can move your head. All right, good, that's 30 seconds. Come back up. Okay, now switch your chair back to the opposite side. The next one we're gonna do is where the leg closest to the chair is nice and stable. The other toes are resting directly behind that stable foot's heel, touching it, so your feet are in line, heel toe. Okay, we're going for 30 seconds again. Ready? And go. So again, try and let go of your chair. Focus on something immovable. That really helps, is to steady your body. And then once you feel like you've got your balance, you can move your arm. Good, that's 30 seconds. You can close your eyes as well too if you want. I just don't get to that in 30 seconds. Okay, so switch your chair to the opposite side. Again, the leg closest to the chair is the one that's stable. The other toes are resting directly behind that stable foot's heel, touching it so that your feet are in line, heel toe. Hold on to the back of your chair, and when I say go, go. 30 seconds again. So again, try and let go of your chair. Keep your hand close to the chair, focus on something immovable. This is easy for you. You can move your arm or your head or close your eyes, but you don't have to do that. And always, you can go back and do one of the previous exercises that we've already done if any of the exercises get too difficult as we progress. As you can see, these exercises are getting a little bit more challenging as we go along if you've been following along, or even just watching me. You can see they're getting a little bit more challenging for me too. All right, good, that's 30 seconds. Switch your chair to the opposite side of your shoulder chair. Okay, the next one we're going to do is where you're standing on tippy toes. All right, we're going for 45 seconds, about 30 seconds. Ready? And go. This one's a little bit harder. This one also uses a lot of strength in your ankles and feet and calves. And you can move your arm if you want to. Or move your head, or close your eyes. All right, good, that's 30 seconds. Okay, now we're not gonna do the same on the other side because of course it would be just the same thing. So we move on to the next exercise, which is where the leg closest to the chair is stable, and the other toes are resting lightly on the ground wherever you like. So we're moving to one foot and toes exercises now, which is a little bit more challenging than having both feet on the ground. And we're gonna go for 30 seconds again. Ready? And go. So again, try and let go of the chair. Get your balance. If you feel like this is easy, move your arm, or move your head, or close your eyes. I'm gonna try closing my eyes on this one. This one's not too difficult for me. I can try moving my arm with my eyes closed. And you can always put the toes down more forcefully or ever so lightly. So obviously ever so lightly would make it harder, and putting them down more forcefully would make it easier. Okay, so that's 30 seconds. Switch your chair to the opposite side, or you can use another chair if you're using two chairs. Again, the leg closest to the chair is nice and stable, and the other toes are resting lightly on the ground wherever you like. Ready? And go. 30 seconds again. And again, once you've got your balance, you can move your arm if you want to, but you don't have to. You don't have to move back and forth. You can just hold it to one side and move it more slowly too if you need to. Because moving it more slowly will be easier than moving it faster. All right, good. That's 30 seconds again. All right, well, thanks so much for watching my demo, and hopefully you'll come to my class.
Hi everyone, my name is Hahn, and I teach Essentrics for Oasis here. And Essentrics, you might also know as classical stretch, and it's taught every morning, Monday through Friday at 5 a.m. on PBS by Miranda Esmond White, the creator of Essentrics. Now don't be confused, Essentrics is not eccentric, it's E-S-S-E-N-T-R-I-C-S, not E-C-C. So, but we do insist on having fun. So what you would do while we teach on Zoom is I would ask you to have a chair handy, a band, a mat, and a strap. So it is a stretch, strength, and mobility class where we'll have some good music, we'll flow with the music, and Essentrics is influenced by Tai Chi, ballet, and physical therapy. We'll start with the warm-up, and we'll move into some flexibility exercises. We'll also do some balance. We'll work with our reflexes and with our joints. Each class, through one session, we'll do one routine, and we'll take little bits of that routine, and we'll focus on different areas. We'll focus on pulling up. We'll focus on lengthening and stretching. We'll be opening our joints. We'll be breathing deeply, and we'll be continuously moving. Some folks will like more intensity, and some folks will like to be more relaxed. And you're welcome to do what suits your body, because you want to be comfortable doing these movements. We're going to do some standing leg work. So go ahead, press into those feet, pull up, always separating the vertebrae. Take one leg out to the side, push that hip in, and we're going to lengthen that leg out long and stand tall. And just lift, or just little lifts, and bring it in. So we want to target this area, and this standing leg is also going to give you a nice stability workout. Lift, and down, and in. Now this time, take it out long, reach out longer, and lift for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good, bring it in, lift that knee. Bring it out this time and flex the foot. Lift it up 3 times. 3, 2, 1, and then squeeze it down. Again, lift, higher, highest, squeeze down. Tighten that tummy. Lift, up, and squeeze. Good, go ahead and just do a nice little shake out. The chair is there for safety and for balance. Remember, to improve our balance, hip forward, lengthen and lift, and down, and in. Reach, lift, down, in. And the best way to improve our balance is to challenge it. Good. Take it out, stand tall, lengthen, and 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Woo! Take it in, take it out, flex your foot, then lift it up for 3, 2, 1. Squeeze it down. But you have to be careful in Essentrics. We're controlling our moves with our muscles, not with momentum. Hope you can join me on Mondays at 10 a.m. Come on 5 minutes early, especially if you're new, and I give you some little tips. And hope to see you. Happy New Year, happy holidays.
Welcome to San Diego Oasis, where we engage adults 50 and over in the practice of successful aging. We learn new skills, get fit, and most importantly, have a wonderful time. Take a class in history, technology, finance, learn a new language or a new dance step. Do something for your mind, your body, and your community. Visit us at sandiegooasis.org today.
Life's full of surprises. But you don't want your energy bill to be one of them. So, to help make your expenses a little more predictable, SDG&E is offering a solution for the highs and lows of seasonal energy bills. We call it Level Pay. It also makes it easier for you to plan your budget while avoiding the spikes often associated with summer. Here's how it works. We start with the average dollar amount for your last 12 SDG&E electric bills. You'll be billed the same amount for the first 3 months, even if your energy use varies. After that, your payment amount is adjusted once every 3 months, based on your actual energy use. You're not paying any more or any less over the span of a year. On each monthly bill, we'll show you how much energy you actually used, as well as the cost. Level Pay. More convenient, more predictable. Sign up at sdge.com/levelpay.
I'm Pam. I teach Zumba Gold here for Oasis. I've been teaching Zumba for about 10 years at this point. Zumba Gold, maybe at least half of that. I've been in the fitness industry for close to 30 years at this point, and I've kind of taught everything, and Zumba is by far my favorite, it's my passion. I've seen it help people get better physically, mentally, emotionally, for sure. There's something about moving to music that really helps our brains learn new things, helps our bodies move, and it just makes us feel so good when we have that connection. So what I'm going to show today is kind of what we would do in a basic Zumba Gold class. If you've ever taken any type of dance fitness, it might be very familiar. We're going to have a warm-up, we're going to have different types of movements and rhythms throughout the class, and then we're going to have a cool down at the end, just like you would in any workout, but ours is going to have a little bit more focus on dance movements. Some of them might seem a little tricky at first, but I try to break them down for you, and I do a lot of directional things to help you out, like show you how many more we're going to do, point you in the right direction. And sometimes I just come up with movements for turning and things like that. But after a while, it'll seem familiar to you. We'll do the same songs over and over, and you'll go, oh, I remember this part. I know what to do now. And hopefully, the most important thing is that you just have fun, and you just get a little bit of a workout in. So if you're ready to give it a try, let's get started. Keep those knees relaxed, shoulders back. Nice, easy arms. You can always modify any steps that you need to. I'm going to open a little bigger now. Those arms nice and strong. Here we go, 8 more. If you're ready, we're going to reach it up. All right, bring those feet back together. Both arms. All right, I'm going to walk it up and back. Nice and easy. Steps to the right and left. Bringing those arms back in. Let's reach it up. Woo. Hopefully you're feeling that heart rate go up a little bit. Again, arms can stay lower if you need to. Back to single, go right and left. Travel it up. And back. repeat everything. Usually patterns of 8 or maybe 4. Side to side. Just a nice little tap. Four in front. Four in the side. Four front. Little shoulder shake. Side to side. Front. All right, 2 steps. Here we go. So we've already done this pattern. Now we'll just put a little flair to it to match the rhythm. Right here, side to side. Tap. Side to side. Stay here, last one. Be a rhythm. Relax those hips. Nice and tight through the middle. Let's just go front, back. You can tap or add a little bit more body. Slow, quick. Slow, slow, and quick. Just quick for 4. Let's try it again. Hold it right here. Go front and back. 4 more. Try that left. Here we go. Go. Slow, slow, quick. Slow, slow, and quick. Quick. A little more flair. Here we go. Chop, chop. Starting with those taps, nice and easy. Gotta go cross, cross. Cross over. Now you can start to do any kind of arm movements that you like. If you're feeling that music. We're gonna go 4 more. Right here, go front and back. Front and back. From the side, out, and 1, 2, 3. Let's go 4. Tap right here. 1 more. Back to that crossover. Here we go. Add that arm. Last 4. Back to the tap. All right, we will do a lot of rhythms throughout the class. We always finish up with a cool down. We want to bring our heart rate down. We want to stretch a little bit while we're still nice and warm. All right, here we go. Take those arms nice and slow all the way up. Deep breath. Exhale. Roll those shoulders. One more. Again, here we go. Deep breath. Up and out. And roll those shoulders. All right, take that right arm up and over. Other side. Now we're going to bring those hands all the way up. Take those hands together. You can go here or here. Bring those shoulders down. One foot out. We're going to take that toe up, and we're just stretching the back of the leg. You want to keep your chest up, your leg not completely straight. And just have your eyes forward. Put that foot down, and we're going to take our time and just roll it all the way up. Up. And then the other foot, same thing. You take that toe out in front of you. Again, a little bend in the knee, leaning forward. Again, you should be able to see whatever's in front of you. Your chest is pointing straight ahead. And then we'll take that foot down, soften the knees, roll it up. Stay right there. Just going to step back a little more on the back foot. And take the arms in front. Here, here, or you can go all the way up. Now bring that back, heel off the ground. We're just going to go a little bit lower and try to push the hips forward. A great stretch for the hips. Hold it right there. Tighten up through the middle if you're feeling unbalanced. All right, here we go. Step that foot in, other foot goes straight back. Same thing, arms can go here, here, or all the way up. Hold it right there. And then we bring that heel up. And we just go down a little bit. Make sure those knees are pointing straight ahead. A little bit more tilt here if you can. All right, then we're going to step it back just about hip distance apart. Take those arms up. I want you to try to grab your elbow or the back of the arm. Just press that arm up gently. And we take a nice deep breath in. And exhale, go the other side here or here. All right, open those arms. We're going to bring our feet just a little closer together, not touching. Give yourself a big hug. I want you to see if you can get your hands right behind those shoulders. Notice which arm you put on the top. We're going to open it up, deep breath. And hit the other arm on top as you exhale. Out, and last time, arms up, get as tall as you can. And exhale. Thank you guys for joining me today. Please join us here at Oasis for Zumba Gold. We have a blast, and I think you'll have a great workout. You'll meet some new friends, and you'll leave feeling wonderful.
Welcome to Oasis Yoga. My name is Kerry Wilson. I'm a registered yoga instructor for over 12 years. Taught several styles of classes from vinyasa to chair to gentle and yin. In this class we'll be focusing on flexibility, strength, and body alignment. Another thing we'll also focus on is breath. Breath is key to any posture and allowing your body to deepen in any posture. I'd like to invite you and your friends to join me on this Zoom meeting once a week, and we'll have a great time, and we'll build muscle, we'll build strength, we'll build flexibility, and we'll have fun at the same time. Look forward to seeing you in my class. Have a great day. So a little bit about our gentle yoga class. We can start in several different positions. Typically we start in a seated position as I am here. Easy seated means whatever that means to you. So some people like to cross their legs if they have open hips. Other options are extending the legs out, or even doing 1 foot in and 1 foot out. The most thing you want to remember about gentle yoga is focusing on your breath. Breath is key. We we always want to return to our breath when our mind wanders or we feel challenged in a posture. And during our postures, we use things called props. Props are enhancements for our postures. So we can use a block. Blocks come and look like this. Some of them are thicker, but for this particular one, we can use in size 1, size 2, and size 3. So if we're here on a pose, which we'll go over later, you have your block. Other things we can use are our straps. There's different size straps, long straps. Another thing you can also use is a beach towel, a kitchen towel, or a rag, or just a simple gardener's pad for your knees. If you have knee issues, you always want to make sure that they're fully supported, whether it's through the mat, the pillow, perhaps a little pillow, something that's good for your body that won't cause harm or take your body out of the posture properly. Again, we always start in comfy seated or sometimes standing, but for today we're going to start in comfy seated. We're going to typically start off with stretches through the neck by just maybe lowering one ear to one side and then to the other side. But we usually do it for a little bit longer. Today's practice is just a look-see of what you're going to be able to expect when you come to my class. We'll be doing things like spinal twists, where we twist to the side and come back to center, and then again to the other side. And we remember in yoga, everything we do on one side, we have to do on the other. We want our sides to match so that you don't leave walking all cattywampus. The other thing we want to remember is that each side of the body is different. So what we experience on the left side may not match the right side. So if we're doing our spinal twist here, I may be able to hold that and go deeper than I would on this side. So that's when we listen to our body. We back out of postures and then we go deeper when we're ready. Other postures you may see us do, we'll go ahead and put a seated forward fold. We reach our arms up and hinge forward. Bring our hands wherever they touch. Notice I'm not stretching or reaching too far. My hands can come here, or we can utilize one of our straps. Let's take this green one for instance. Take the strap, place it around the pads of your feet, and look, my arms are immediately 8 inches longer. So instead of forcing yourself into a posture, you guide yourself slowly into that posture. So this is our seated forward fold. Go ahead and release out of that. Place my strap to the side. Now we're going to take us to hands and knees. So a couple things we do from hands and knees, say to the side. Swing your feet around and walk around. Then it turns sideways so you can see my body. This is our knee pad, extra cushion that way. Another option, put your mat, an extra cushion this way. We'll start off first with cat and cow. So that's just a warm up for the spine where you tilt your tailbone up and lift up through the back of the neck. And as you exhale, you tuck the tailbone under and round through the spine. We do our cats and cows for 3 or 4 rounds, whatever feels best for you and your body. Another great pose we like to do in gentle yoga is called child's pose. And for child's pose, you can widen your knees to make room for your abdomen and chest as your belly lays down. And as you come down, you want your forehead to touch the mat. If it doesn't, we stack hands, fists, put our head here, or we can even utilize our block. Bring your block into play at size 1, 2, or 3. Whatever feels best for you and your body. Next, we're going to work on balancing. A couple of things about balance is you want to be next to a wall if you need extra support. You don't want to reach forward to balance, you want to reach to the side, and you want to have arms length away. In case maybe your eyes are closed, you know that space is there. So we're going to just go into a gentle tree pose today, bringing hands into heart center, left toes out to the side, and slowly bring your heel up. Now this is kind of like a basic tree pose. Again, I could be holding on, or I can even put that heel on top of my foot and pause here. To go deeper into the posture, you slowly bring that heel up the inside of the leg. You want the heel to be below or above the knee, but not on our knee. We'll go over that deeper as we come into our class. So this is our tree pose. Coming out the same way, we went in, toe out, bring it in, and shake it out. Now I'd like to invite you down to the floor where we use straps that we talked about before. Place your knee to the chest, foot goes in here, and you can hold these little rings. And this is called a single leg stretch. So we're stretching the back of the thigh, into the hamstring, and a little bit into that lower back. When we do hold the strap, you want to hold the strap loosely. You don't want to have a kung fu grip. You want to hold either with your pointer finger and thumb, like this, or with the other 3 fingers, giving the other pointer finger and thumb a rest. The other thing we want to remember is to keep our arms straight. So this is our prop, this is our an extension of our arms. So notice my hands don't fit there. So they're just going to connect to the strap where your hands come to the strap, not down here with your elbows in and forcing it. So everything is gentle, everything is smooth, and everything takes time. So this is our single leg stretch. We'll bring that knee in and release. Placing the strap off to the side. Bridge pose is an amazing pose for many different parts of the body. It is a strengthener for the quadriceps, hamstrings, sits bones, and knees, believe it or not. This is great for knees. And it also works your abdominal muscles as we lift and lower the spine 1 vertebrae at a time, as goes follows. So hands next to the body, lift and lower head. On the exhalation, you tilt the tailbone without squeezing the tushy and gently press the hips up towards the sky. When we get to the top, we go lower down 1 vertebrae at a time. The last thing to touch is the tailbone. Another variation of this bridge pose is when we go up, you can reach the arms up. This also adds in a nice massage for the upper back and shoulder area. Again, once we finish, we always want to bring those knees to the chest for a nice gentle squeeze and to release the spine. At the end of class, we do something called Shavasana. Shavasana is actually our truest portion of yoga when we actually allow the body to relax. So all of our postures really get us going and stretched out for our relaxation. So for Shavasana, we have options. If you have lower back issues, you keep your knees bent, take your feet to the side, relax here. You can either extend your legs out, or if you have a cold sinus issues or other back issues, you can always turn and roll over to your side. Shavasana lasts anywhere from 5 to 10 minutes, and it's again when you allow yourself to relax. At the end of Shavasana, we always meet in a comfortable and seated position, bringing our hands into heart center. This time I'd like to thank you for watching our video today, and I look forward to seeing you in class. Namaste. Thank you.
Welcome to San Diego Oasis, where we engage adults 50 and over in the practice of successful aging. We learn new skills, get fit, and most importantly, have a wonderful time. Take a class in history, technology, finance, learn a new language or a new dance step. Do something for your mind, your body, and your community. Visit us at sandiegooasis.org today.
So most of my patients want to age gracefully, healthfully, as best as they can, and they want to continue to do all the things that they enjoy. And obviously, I think as medical providers, we all want them to do the same. I'm always letting them know that it's important to move, stay active. But yes, they want to continue to enjoy going out on outings with their grandchildren, doing all the things that they enjoy doing. I have patients, they like to go for long walks or hikes, and that's important. And we want to continue to help them reach that goal and maintain that lifestyle. So that's the same little lymph node that we felt all along, right? Yeah, okay.
You know, health problems are never too far from the rest of life. And so understanding their life circumstances a little bit helps me to take care of them, to understand the kind of support they may need from us.
Sharp does a great job at coordinating the care of our patients. We have nursing programs, they have texting programs, they can do phone calls, they have Follow My Health. They can pick up the phone, they can email, and they'll get a quick response from a provider that cares equally as their doctor.
Well, patients need to be empowered. Part of my role is to encourage them to take charge of their health, to know that much of it is under their control, but they have some decisions to make. Seguindo mejorando, vamos a quitar los medicamentos si podemos, okay? The one thing I emphasize over and over again, it's never too late to change, and it's never too late to change for the better. And that's what I'd like my patients to do with me.